Early in the morning.
What's going on, the people? It's your boy Cam, Topical Juice, and R.I.P. to the boy Jacques used to be. His days are over. Oh my goodness, Jacques. All this whole love story, like cry and tears. Listen, we're gonna get into all of it, yeah? Because I see. You know me, I'm a balanced individual. I can see this side, that side, that side, that side, that side. You feel me? So there's elements of the whole episode and Jacques and all that I can empathize with. But ultimately, I don't buy it. I don't buy the whole tactic of leaving for not being yourself. Like the video for me, press that subscribe button for me. It's road to 50,000, man. Come on, let's do this. Please press the bell to be notified. And if you want to support your boys' merchandise, it's in the description below. Sorry guys, I am sweating like a pig. In this England right now, it is hot. So the episode starts with Adam speaking to the boys about his entrance basically, and he asserts himself. Straight away he asserts himself amongst the group, kind of coming with a certain energy, coming with a certain confidence, and the man them were frazzled, absolutely frazzled, and I just can't respect it. I can't. Even talking about it right now, I want to give all the boys donut of the day for being kind of insecure, but it wasn't all the boys. It wasn't actually all the boys. That's why I will give donut of the day to Jacques at some point today, but we'll get there. But, you know, if I'm in this villa and a man's come through, even if I was feeling a bit type of way about him, I'm still not going to let it be known, though. That's the thing. That's the difference here. These men cannot hide their kind of discomfort. It's so funny. Anyway, so he asserts himself and he's asking about the dynamics, and Davide saying, oh yeah, me and Ekin-SU are getting closer and closer. Now, I was about to call him a mug for that because they're not, they're obviously friends, but they still do have chemistry and they are exploring that. As we know, Ekin-SU gets a little, now I'm saying she gets a little, what do you call it? Not even hands-on, because it's the wrong body part, but she gave him the ucky, yeah? She gave him the guac 3000, I'm telling you. She gave him the sloppy toppy. And Davide's like, oh, look at me, I am getting sloppy toppy under the covers. He's actually so funny. He never said any of that, by the way, don't quote me. That didn't actually, he never said that still. Then you see a clip of Gemma relaying what Adam said to Luca. Now, you lot know how much I like Gemma. I fucks with Gemma. I have made a bit of an interesting observation about her that I'm sure some of you have clocked as well. She's a bit of a chatty patty, and I think that probably comes with her age. I think sometimes she just talks a lot. She is, you know, oh yeah, this is what Adam said, and oh yeah, he was slagging you off and all that about Jacques. It was her fault that this whole thing triggered. It was her fault, remember that? The way it came about and the way she delivered it. Because if she didn't deliver it, oh yeah, I heard he was slagging you off, it might not have even happened like that. So, in theory, it's kind of Gemma's fault that he left the villa, isn't it? Because if she didn't do that, the next series of events probably wouldn't have happened. You know what I'm saying? So we can really blame Gemma for orchestrating Jacques' demise, really and truly. So maybe she was some get back on the X thing, who knows? But I just think Gemma can be a bit of a chatty patty at times sometimes. Even though she's kind of real, you know, even though she's very real, just because she'll say it to your face, it doesn't make the chatty pattying right. Does that make sense? You're still being a chatty patty. But then, right from the rip, you see Jacques being Jacques again. Now, and this is why I don't buy it. I don't buy his just acting. He's a psycho because, and all this whole ADHD business, listen, I do empathize with the fact that he's got ADHD and stuff, but it doesn't excuse the behavior. It doesn't excuse the actions. It might justify why he goes from 0 to 100 sometimes. So like, when Adam came in, you started to see glimpses of his dark side. He said something like, she's loving this, got me on my back foot and things like that. And you can see a bit of toxicity creeping through. And how he said, something like, let the games begin. What games? You already played your game, bro. This is how you got yourself into the doghouse in the first place, by playing games. You fool. And then Tash and Andrew speak, and basically he says he wants to make it up to her. I've put here in my notes, but she feels cold. They reconcile and kiss, but she's not on it. And what happened? She's crying in bed, thinking, shit, I'm potentially missing out on Billy now. Now guys, I'm making this abundantly clear. Tasha has got no interest in Andrew for the long term. Him doing what he did to her and sucking Coco's breast and this, that and the other, she's now got the excuse not to pursue him. It's built in now. He fucked it. It's done. It's done. She's now got the built-in excuse she needs to write that relationship off. she will stick by him, possibly if he's playing his cards right throughout the rest of the villa, mainly for the game, because it makes sense, they're in a stronger couple, but she really is umming and ahhing about Billy. Now, if I'm being honest, Billy ain't shit either. I like Billy. I actually like Billy as a person, but he ain't shit. He flirts with all the girls. Any girl that he can crack on with, he would. He still fancies Paige. They've literally been friend zoned. But he would definitely mash Paige given the chance. He would with Tasha, Gemma. Now we get to the beginning of the end. Now this is where Jacques hears from Gemma that he's been getting slagged off. Now guys, let's analyze the situation here. Let's really break down the psychology of the situation. If this was someone he didn't really respect or fear, he ain't gonna get wound up over this, despite someone slagging him off. Now let's cast your mind back to Remy. Who remembers Remy? And he came out of the villa and badmouthed Jacques, said he nearly come to blows with Jacques and how Jacques is a bully and blah, blah, blah. A lot of people might think now, actually, look at what we've seen of Jacques. Jacques actually is quite hostile. He is quite all of these things. I do agree with that. He probably is a bit of a bully. But Jacques didn't feel the need to quit when Remy came in. Do you understand? He was on top of the world. He was comfortable with how things were going with Paige. But Adam comes in, bottles it. Completely capitulated, completely bottles it. So the point is here, yeah, Remy wasn't really alpha enough to make Jacques scared. But Adam is. He is. He's got the clout, he's got the look, he's intimidated by him. He's already intimidated by him. He's already in the doghouse and his relationship is under threat. Jacques is more emotionally intelligent than people give him credit for. He is. And he uses that ability to understand kind of people to his advantage. But he does understand that Paige ain't really fucking with his newfound attitude. So all this combined, you're ready to blow. But it has to be the right person. Because if Remy came in again at this time, he ain't gonna blow. Because he doesn't fear someone like Remy. You understand? But he fears someone like Adam. That's the thing that's so interesting about the situation, is that no matter how much we spin it, guys, yeah, he's accepted defeat. That is literally what it is. You can rationalize it any way you want. The fact is, he understands that Paige is now kind of finished with him. He is. He clocked it in the morning, like the vibe's not there or something. He said something the morning after, and it was very clear that he knew that Paige was getting sick and tired of this. Combine that now with the way he talks to Paige and the rudeness that he shows. He's now realized that, damn, I'm not gonna be able to claw this back. So he does the one thing that he feels he could do, a Hail Mary approach. Leave the villa. It's exactly what you've done. He realizes there's no point in him staying here. It makes sense. Listen, I don't blame him because I understand it. I don't care about not being able to be yourself. I don't buy that for a second. I don't even think that's half relevant. I literally think he's realized he ain't got Paige no more. He has lost Paige inside the villa. There's not really many things he can do to claw it back. He keeps fucking up. He keeps snapping and stuff, which I need to really get into this. And he's done the last Hail Mary tactic. Leave the villa. And say all these things like, I do, which is him basically saying, I love you and things like that. Like, I do, I'll wait for you, all this BS, I'll wait for you. You couldn't even wait a week in Casa Amor, bro. I ain't trying to hear that. I ain't trying to hear that cap. And to be honest, all of this what I'm talking about is donut of the day. Let me just get straight to the donut of the day business, because he realized, yeah, that the relationship inside the villa was done. And he said, you know what, I need to salvage this. And the reason this is great tactics here, it's such a donut behavior, but it's great tactics, is because it gives him a little bit of protection from the public, just a little bit. Because when Paige inevitably moves on with Adam, he might try and paint her as like a villain now, because he said he'd wait, Remember, cast your minds back to the first time he opened up. And he said, he pulled her out of bed, emotionally manipulated her and said, I kind of opened up to you today, so why are you still chatting to Jay? Huh? What are you talking? You know what I'm saying? So you know what he's capable of. He might be like, but I opened up to you and said that I love you or whatever, nearly. I left and I was getting my head right. I said I'd wait for you. Why are you not? You know what I'm saying? That's what he's got in him. You feel me? That's what he's got in him. And I basically think he's a donut because he bottled it. He really realized that he ain't got no chance now with Paige, especially as Adam's now here and she's actually open to get to know him. He didn't want to take the challenge. Where was your voice? Where was your, I'll take the consequences, I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll take the consequences. The consequence is, you pushed Paige away and then you couldn't hack it and left the villa. That's the facts. That is literally the facts. And Paige, yeah, let's actually talk about the conversation. Now guys, you have to read between the lines here. We haven't actually seen any conversation between Paige and Jacques about how he approaches arguments and how he approaches confrontation. The producers have shown us none of that. But observe, did you not hear when Jacques and Paige were talking at the bed before, after he told Billy to fuck off and all this, there's so many elements to this episode that I need to talk about, but she said, remember Jacques, this is what we've spoken about, this is what we said. I find it very frustrating that the producers never showed us those type of conversations. Those type of conversations would really go a long way to kind of showing us the dynamic there, because that actually shows us that Paige is a lot more mature than the producers are showing us. Did you get it? Like, Paige isn't just one ditzy little girl that's letting Jacques take Gal for idiot. You feel me? Like, she's actually communicating with him and saying, you need to work on this, rah, rah. But they never showed us those combos, guys. Yeah, so the power of the producers and what we see is extremely, extremely important. And it's so important not to forget that. Always view this through a lens of propaganda, like the news. I don't watch BBC News and Sky News and any news, not 100% of news I think is propaganda. It's the same thing here. What are they trying to do and why are they trying to show us these things? And what else are they omitting? These are the type of questions you have to ask, innit? But anyway, now obviously before Jacques even talks to Paige, he says to Billy, like, fuck off. And the funniest thing about that whole clip is he literally said, you can stay. He literally said, mate, you can stay. He goes, Billy's like, oh, fuck off, Billy. What do you think? Do you think a girl was gonna look at your behavior and think, oh my God, that is so attractive, he just doesn't give a shit? It's childish. It's childish, alright? It's very young. Paige, as she said 100 times, she ain't trying to teach and educate you. You feel me? She's not trying to train a boyfriend. She wants one ready-made, you get it? It's actually so funny though, when the season started, I was thinking, why is everyone palming off Paige? For the last month, Paige has been getting all the love, B. Now, Dami and Andrew try doing this gesture for their girlfriends. I just can't help but look at them all with complete awkwardness. I look at India and Dami with awkwardness because we know what Dami's done. Even though they look cute together and their chemistry's great, I ain't gonna lie, they're cute. But I just look at Andrew and Tash with severe cringiness because she does not want him. You feel me? She does not want him. She literally was like, let me put my glasses on and have a look at flipping Billy from across the way. You know what I'm saying? It's not giving. You know what I'm saying? It's not giving at all, bro. It really ain't. They're not really it, them two, Tash and Andrew. And he's just gonna be begging his way back and it's not gonna work. He keeps talking about how he needs to graft and that, but I still don't think he quite understands how his was worse. I know he said it, he was like, oh, we both did wrong. Mine was, I suppose, arguably worse. No. Yours was way worse, broski. Sorry, I just need to go back to the Jacques and Paige situation, because when they were arguing, for example, or not arguing, having a discussion, he always just kind of just deads the convo. And the way he was kind of like, all right, cool, sweet, whatever then. That's not how you communicate. He just kept proving Adam right, really, because he's saying he's young. How's he gonna handle it? He can't even handle a little bit of pasta in the villa. And the funniest thing is, I completely agree with Adam. He ain't even done nothing yet. He hasn't even done nothing yet, and the boy lost his head because he literally said that the boys are young and will probably lose their head outside the villa. Bro, I don't get it. You know, Jacques has probably already fucked someone now. Do you understand that? This episode was like 2 days old or whatever. He's probably already beat already like now. Do you understand? He don't care. And it's mad because I don't know how he lost his head so easily. Compose yourself. You feel me? Compose yourself. Adam he ain't even started yet. And the annoying thing is you've now given it to Adam on a plate. He don't even have to work no more. He was always going to win anyway, but he don't even have to work no more. I think the final thing of the episode that I haven't actually addressed properly yet is Luca. Luca obviously speaks to Adam. Now this is funny because Luca, once again, because when Luca's talking to Jacques, it's, oh yeah, what, he's talking about me, yeah, like, all this stuff, protective, I suppose there's worse things to be, all this stuff. Like, to be fair, he wasn't mad at that comment, but he was just kind of being a bit like, oh yeah, no, it's like muggy, mate, you know, it's just a bit, you know, rah, this, that and the other. And then as soon as he talks to him, he's like, just bum licking him, gemming him, saying, yeah, I agree, mate, rah. He kind of started with a bit of like, you know, a bit of kind of vim or whatever, but he didn't really, he kind of capitulated, his balls shriveled up real quick when he spoke to Adam. Yeah, I think ultimately he was just trying to bum lick Jacques at the time, and then he's like bum licking thingy and rah, so I don't know, man. But ultimately, guys, yeah, that's all I've got to say on this episode. I'm sure there's more things I can say, I'm sure there's things I've missed, but the episode was largely around the whole Jacques and Paige dilemma. And she obviously feels guilty, she was crying, they had their talk on the terrace. I just don't, all I was watching, when I was watching it, all I was viewing was just the tactics he's trying to use. We know he has been emotionally kind of manipulative in the villa. So you have to understand a person like that. He's vulnerable, his back's against the wall. So if he can be emotionally manipulative in minor examples, he's easily capable of doing a bigger example. So if he feels back to the corner and he's fully one extreme, he will try the extreme tactic to kind of worm his way back, you feel me? I think it's a last ditch attempt. And when he sees Paige, carry on moving on with Adam, you know what I'm saying? Because this guy here, this is what I'm saying, this guy actually is a capper. He doesn't want to work for it. Because he categorically said to Luke, oh, you know what? I know what she wants. He said this multiple times, I know what she wants. He said she won't really actually go for him. Like, I think she's like wants me, but she won't go for him, but she'll want to see me squirm type thing. So why are you leaving? In one breath you say you want to be with Paige and you can't imagine your journey without her, but yet you're leaving. Guys, it doesn't make sense. I am a logical human being. My logical brain is not computing this. Therefore, something's wrong. It's not me. You understand? I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. Yeah? My logical mind, never wrong. He's wrong. Something's wrong in this situation here. It's not making sense to me. I can't tell you exactly what the answer is because life is great. Life ain't black and white. It could be this factor, it could be a bit of that factor. But something isn't. I'm doing 2 + 2 and I'm getting 433 squared. Something's not right here. Yeah? Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts. Like and subscribe. And god damn it, what the hell do I know? Shit. Just nice doing. Peace.